All praises to the Almighty, sublime, most magical one, our loving Heavenly Father, the Master of the Day of Judgment. Hallelujah. And to our most beautiful Mother, Marihala, much love, honor, and respect, Mother. And we ask you for wisdom in this message. Shalom, everyone. We're going to be talking about who we are today and what's going on because the Most High is doing a great separation. Look at these numbers. Out of the 7 billion that are inhabiting the earth, it's only 144,000 starseed right now. We are in the days of judgment, the last days. Yeah, we are in the last days. These are the days of separation as well as the days of judgment. And so because of who we are, you might be experiencing this. And so that's what's going to be our topic of discussion today. Starseed. Everyone. If you're new to my station, I am the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho. To all of my sisters and brothers out there of the Starseed United forever. Yes, I send you infinite love and light, and I receive yours, and many blessings to our allies. Okay, it's 144,000 starseed out of the 7 billion living on this earth. Okay, and so that equals a percentage of 0.000206. And so what we have to realize is that when, Yahweh Shai in his human experience, when he said, this is not my mother, this is not my father, nor my sisters are my brothers. We have to understand what that means, starseed. And it has been so hard for us to comprehend what that meant. Yeah, that's why, their energy is different from your energy. Starseed have been very generous and very kind to others. And because of this percentage, you might have been the only starseed in your family. And I mean the siblings and parents and cousins and uncles and aunties. You might have been the only one. Look at this percentage. And so right now in these days of judgment, the Most High is removing those other energies away from us, and we have to accept it, okay? And sometimes it's very hurtful. So whatever's happening right now in your life where just out of nowhere, it's confusion or it's, someone is showing what we say their true colors towards you, accept it. Yeah, we didn't want to believe it a lot of times because it would be a family member, or a close friend, and we didn't want to accept it. But we have to accept that now. The Most High is separating energies. Yeah. And so my prayer is that it be peaceful, that they leave peaceful, that the kingdom help us all out, and let whatever is supposed to happen in this separation, let us go unscathed, let us go unhurt, unharmed, and let us not lose anything behind it, and let those energies go their way in peace. That's the mercy I'm asking the Most High for. Yeah, because sometimes we're hard-headed, and a person might have shown how they feel about you, and then there was a separation. You let them back in your life, and that is always harder. You have to go through a whole lot of drama. Yeah, and I don't personally, I take it as my fault when this happens now, because I really must realize who I am. I'm a starseed. Now we make the starseed connection between each other. We feel each other's love. We feel it. It's like a connection. We resonate with each other. And at the same time, those that are not starseed, they don't have that same connection. And during these days of judgment, the Most High is doing a separation. Yeah. And so because of my hard-headedness, because I let energies back around me, and there's consequences. I have to learn my lesson. So what I did is I told the father and the mother that I learned my lesson. It's all my fault because they removed the energy away from me before. And again, I let another one back around me, you see. And now I'm begging them for a peaceful ending. And they didn't let me have it like that so far. But I declare that I learned my lesson. And for any narcissist, I don't care who they are. If they showed me that side of them, then they can never be in my presence again. I told the mother and father that. And so we have to really recognize and know who we are. We do have the DNA of Marihala and the Most High. And it's not that many of us. Only 144,000 on this earth at the time of the Great Reset, and we still have babies being born. So soon as all of those souls are on this earth, those 144,000, it's going to be a done deal. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. If you're going through that experience where people just turning on you, it's like, wow, that person and the first thing they do is start slandering you for all of the kindness that you've shown. Just know that's why. They're not a part of your starseed family. So we really have to get out of this 3D mindset. Yeah. So now, going through that process and the drama and all that kind of stuff like that, we must get back into our healthy energy. Learn your lesson. Talk to the mother and father. Own your mistake. Realize that you're a starseed. You're part of the starseed family now. And you have to understand what's happening to you is not even that person, really. It's the ancestors and the angels pushing them away from you and making it so you'll never open that door again. Okay, you guys, I thought that I would share, because when things like that happen with me, then I know that it's others in the nation experiencing the same thing. It might be your child, it might be your parents, it might be your wife or husband, boyfriend, whatever that relationship is. All of a sudden they just hate you and they're showing it. They hated you all the time, but now they're showing it. That's what's happening. So cut those energies, close the door, and don't let them back into your energy. Don't let them back, because we're in the days of judgment and they're not supposed to be around you. And our energy is vitally important. Yeah, so now what I must do is control the door of my mind and not allow what happened to be rehearsed over and over and over again and keep me in a state of anger and low vibration. In my case, it's happening with a family member. Yeah, with an offspring. So yeah, that's why I really have to fight back, regain my energy, and keep it moving. And so do you, because these things are hurtful and uncomfortable, but it's all in the Most High's plan. Just know that. I have to raise my vibration back up. That's what I'm doing right now, talking to you, and get back to work. And I'm working on one right now, very important message, and I really believe that this is why this happened. is because the next video that I will be sharing with you is vitally important to these judgment days. Just whatever happens, however hurtful, just accept it as the Most High is doing it, okay? We are in the days of separation, so just accept it and just keep on going, starseed. Yeah, so that's what I have for you today. I hope you gleaned some wisdom from this message. Yeah, and I appreciate all of the support of this station. I ask you for prayer today that the Most High bless me in my situation with a peaceful ending, and I pray that the Most High bless you with a peaceful ending. Okay, you guys, until the next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for your support of this station and your gifts of love. They're really appreciated. And may the Most High bless them 100-fold for whatever your heart's desire. Okay, you guys, your big sister, the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho out. Until the next magical show. Shalom.